Yes, everyone, welcome back to the Paxton Perspective. We have just got in the car after Fulham away, where Tottenham Hotspur have lost once again 2-1 away, and
it's becoming a reoccurring story.
It is just becoming an absolute reoccurrence. We still haven't won in 2026. We still have not started the Igor Tudor what's it called? Regime. Yeah, reign, absolutely at all. And you know what? First half, once again, was our absolute downfall. I absolutely thought that in the first half, we just properly let ourselves down. That's all I can say.
I'm not going to lie, right? I don't want to make excuses for the players, but that officiating for the first goal, I'm jumping straight to it, right? Because it's literally the first thing in the game.
Yep, 100%.
Was absolutely diabolical and embarrassing for PGMOL.
Yep.
All right, because whether you agree or disagree, if it was a foul last week, right? I'm not being funny, right? Peter Banks, more like Peter Wanks, right? Went straight on the Premier League direct channel and explained to Michael Owen that when he was seeing like the situation and on the ref cam, all he saw was two hands in the back from Colomwani on Gabriel, and he thought that's enough for me to give it as a foul. All right, cool, no problem. You've explained yourself. Explain that one then today, ref.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's clearly two hands in the back again on him. Whether you agree if it's a foul last week or not, it got given. Where's consistency? You've had two hands in the back. There's way more of a push. You can literally see it on live television. He's fucking pushed him, and he hasn't given it.
Yeah.
So where is the consistency?
Yeah, exactly that. And I said,
it's four times this season. It's gone against us. Whether it's us doing the foul or us on the receiving end of it, it's always gone against us.
I literally said on earlier during the game, I said I did think it was a foul last week on Gabriel from Colomwani, but today the fact that once again he's got two hands out, yes, he's jumped for the ball, but again there's a clear push in the back and he's just not given it is absolutely outrageous. For them to come out during the week and say, well, Colomwani's put two hands in the back of Gabriel and pushed him, it's exactly the same situation today. And then for the Sky, I heard the Sky Sports commentator saying it's a completely different situation. How is it a completely different situation when the guy's literally just jumped, pushed the guy in the back, and basically just pushed him to get leverage on him? Absolutely outrageous.
I'll tell you what, I'll also bring up another example. Was the Bournemouth Sunderland game yesterday.
Was there one as well?
Yeah. Bournemouth player literally barges into the back of the Sunderland player. Yeah. Doesn't get given as a penalty. Honestly, where is consistency?
Yeah, exactly.
That's all we're asking for, right?
Yep.
Whether you come out like the couple of days after and go, look, we messed up, we apologise for it. Apologies ain't good enough, mate. Because I'm sorry, if Spurs go down because of like those two decisions, for example, I'm not saying we were going to get a result out of Arsenal, whatever, but 2-2, completely different game. Today, that gets disallowed. Arguably, you chalk off the goal. It's 1-1.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? A point
is
everything in this, right?
Yep.
It's the exact same as the Man City Liverpool game, right?
Yep.
Cherky scored a goal from the halfway line, and they chalked it off because it's a foul from Haaland on Szoboszlai. However, there's a red card in the build-up. I completely understand why you've disallowed that, because a goal in it decides everything. Well, just because a team's at the bottom end of the table doesn't mean you can't, shift the rules about a little bit.
No, I
you
totally
can't
agree.
do that. I'm sorry, it's absolutely diabolical.
I do totally agree, but let's not get away from the fact that we were absolutely horrid in the first half. We've seen on the way back on the train, must have been about 3 or 4 different clips from the same player. That player being Vicario.
Big shit, Vic, mate. He's dreadful. He's dreadful, mate.
He absolutely just kept kicking the ball out of play.
How does Kinski not get a game?
Exactly. At the start of the second half, we got a foul. We get a foul. Literally, I think it was just about in our own half. One of our defenders is going to take it. runs away. Vicario comes up, kicks it straight away. Doesn't even like sort of put the ball down for himself like goalkeepers or players do. Literally just runs up, kicks it straight out for a goal kick to them.
Yeah.
I have absolutely, as you've just said, Luke, I have absolutely no idea how Kingsley is still sitting there on the bench and not getting any minutes whatsoever, because this goalkeeper again and again and again is just absolutely rubbish. The only bit of credibility that he had today was that decent save at the start of the second half, at 2-0 down to
2-1 Arsenal,
to sort of keep it up. What's that?
2-1 Arsenal, another set piece.
But yeah, like there's not, like you can't tell me that Kingsley is no worse than Vicario. What has Vicario done to warrant starting every single game? What has he done to start every single game? He has not done anything.
My thing today that I'm so confused of, I know we talk about it in the game, but we witnessed Archie Gray starting at left back when we have a left back that we had just signed on the bench, right?
Yeah, I said that halfway through the game. I don't
doesn't
get
make
it.
any sense. And then also, I'm seeing Conor Gallagher on the fucking wing. Come on, obviously looked 10 times better and was creating stuff. Yeah. But why have you started Gallagher on the fucking wing?
Yeah, I don't get it, mate.
Why is Gallagher on the fucking wing? It makes no sense.
I really don't get this.
Obviously, Gallagher was fucking shit. He's not a winger.
Yeah.
He's not a winger, so of course he's going to be fucking shit.
Yeah, he lost the ball 10 times in the first half.
But I'm not surprised that he's not a winger. The whole game he's out on the right. He's just constantly trying to do something that's not in his game.
Yeah, exactly.
He hasn't got the speed for it. He's not going to take anyone on. He might do a good ball if he gets the opportunity, which he didn't get.
Yeah,
and then, like I said, it's the same thing with Sousa. Don't get me wrong, he put 2 shit balls in the box, I'm going to be honest. However, him and Teld, the link up straight away as soon as they come on, you saw it straight away. They were just overlapping each other. They just had some good connection.
Yep. But it's outrageously just poor. I said to you before, does Igor Tudor even last 12 games? I literally said it when he came in. I'm not sure he lasts 12 games. I'm not 100% sure, because from what I've seen so far, yes, there was a bit of fight in the second half, but that needed to happen. First half, our players looked like that again. They just could not be bothered for anything at all. And what summed it up was their second goal. It came from their right-hand side, our left side. They played it into Alex Iwobi, and he took one touch. No one even jogged to try and close him down. He basically just had a free shot and it went straight in. And the body language from all of our players throughout near on the whole game was just like, well, it is
they've
what
all
it is.
completely given up. We said at half time, why not stick someone in there that's from the youth team, because they've probably been in there since they were 12 years old. They know what it means to play for the club.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Same as what you were saying about Richarlison. The only thing going for Richarlison, obviously I know he did score today, but the big thing going for Richarlison is that he's been in this situation before with Everton, but also he's quite a passionate player.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's a passionate person.
But again, you talk about the passion. Porro comes across as a very passionate player. He's shit.
Yeah, no,
he is just fucking shit.
He came back into the fold today and just looked awful. Like an absolute.
He was getting absolutely run all about that side the whole first half.
But also again, we keep saying.
Do you know what? Yeah, he was like a can of tuna. But you open him up and he reeks.
Yeah,
he absolutely reeks. That's exactly what he was like.
That's a great
exactly
shout.
What he was like.
But again, you look at it and you go, he's
just got a red card.
He's someone where you go, well, maybe he's not the best, right, defensively, but he's going to be someone that's going to give you something going forward. But he just didn't give us even anything going forward today. None of his crosses were any good. None of his corners were any good. None of his shots were very good either. They were just all not great. Where are you going?
Oh shit!
Yeah, you're an idiot. You're gonna have to go on the next one. But
it's a long way back.
You just look at it and you just go, where is any of our quality whatsoever? There's just no quality at all within this team right at this moment. Again, I thought Dragusin is another one. I thought he was absolutely horrendous today.
He's passing as well.
I know obviously he did get fouled for that first goal, but again, he was just not very strong. When you look at him and you go, well, surely he's going to be quite strong, and he just isn't.
Yeah.
Paulinho was really, really poor again today. He was another one that just kept giving the ball away for no apparent reason. You also had what's his name, Van der Ven. I thought a couple of times he had some runs, but I just don't think he was great either. Again, as a captain, you got to stand up as a leader. I don't think really anyone stood up today at all, except for Richarlison when he came on, and also Tell. To be fair to him, I thought Tell was all right. Solanke was absolutely ghosting in the game.
Mawani was fucking dog shit.
Mawani was absolutely poor. It's just a reoccurring theme, and it's so boring.
It generally does reek of relegation.
It does. It really does.
Every single, like Wolves, you look at Wolves, right? They're nailed on to go down pretty much. I'd be amazed if I got proved wrong, right? But you look at some of their players in there, right? They've grinded out results the last couple of games. They beat Aston Villa 2-0 at home, right? It's like they grind out results. None of our players fucking care, right? We all started chanting halfway through the first half after we conceded the second goal that not a single one of them is fit to wear the shirt. And I stand by that.
Yeah.
I stand by that. Honestly, Vicario, if his parents are in the stands, I'd leave. Honestly, I'd be like, if your son turned around and was like, oh, do you fancy coming to watch me play football? No, I don't, mate. Because you're just going to get abused by like 3,000 people in an away end because you're shit. Like, honestly, it is absolutely disgusting. We were saying that, like, you two, luckily my season ticket's gone down, but it's £1,100, I'm rounding up there, right? It's £1,100 for us to go and watch this season, because we all paid 1,100 quid, to go and watch relegation form.
Just for home games, by the way.
Yeah,
just for home games. And then you've got £30 away ticket, and then you've got the audacity to chuck on an extra quid. Obviously, I know it's an extra quid, but it does rack up at the end of the day, right? But you've got the audacity to then ask for postage and packaging for a digital download ticket. What the fuck am I receiving? An email?
Yeah. No.
Who's delivering that?
Yeah, it's absolutely outrageous.
Then you still got to pay for Carabao Cup, our Champions League games.
Yeah, it's facts.
It's absolutely just outrageous.
This week coming, we'll have probably about £100 come out of our account. For the away leg of Atletico Madrid, and then the home one.
Yeah, but and again, like, you look at it and you go, realistically, out of these last 10 games, how many games are we gonna win? How many games are we going to win out of these last 10 games that we have?
3.
Like I've said before, 8 points. That's how many points we're going to get more.
If we, I genuinely, I don't know why, I genuinely didn't think we were going to win today. But like, if we lose on Thursday, we're in big big trouble.
Because the gap between the teams above us and us just widen. But also, it's just like you just look at so many of these teams, and someone like West Ham, yesterday, I know they lost, right? It was 5-2.
Yeah.
But from what I heard, they actually were fighting.
Well, look at when they went Old Trafford as well.
Exactly. They're fighting. Obviously, Nottingham Forest today did lose, luckily. But Brighton away is a tough ground to go to. And they put in a fight. I just don't see our players putting in an actual big hard fight in these last 10 games.
Not a single one of them, right? Whether it be with Spurs or teams that we bought them off, know what a relegation battle looks like, except for Richarlison.
Yeah.
Not a single one of them.
No, exactly.
And not a single one of them knows what it's like for the fans, right?
Yeah.
I'm not being funny, I reckon all 11 of those players on the pitch today could reimburse every single season ticket holder for their season ticket this season. If we were to go down, obviously they won't, right? And that's 1 week's paycheck out of all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It's nothing for them. Not a single one of them give a flying fuck.
No, and I've been saying that for absolute weeks. It just absolutely reeks of us on the last game of the season playing Everton at home, and we have to win to stay up. That's what it absolutely reeks of. I said a few weeks ago, I know West Ham have got really, really hard fixtures, but I can see them, because of the fight that they have, I can see them somehow getting out of it, and it will be between us and Nottingham Forest. We still play Nottingham Forest at home in a few weeks' time. We have to beat them. We have to beat them. We've got to beat Crystal Palace, who are in a really, really poor form again. Got to beat them on Thursday. The only games I'm predicting for us to properly get points out of is
Forest at home.
Forest, Palace, and also there was one more, Leeds at home as well. They're the only 3 games, and again, that's probably me being a little bit sort of positive on the Leeds one, because Leeds have got a lot of fight. They put up a lot of fight against Man City yesterday, and they were a little bit unlucky for them to come out at 1-0 loss. So you look at so many of these teams and you go, these teams have players, as you said, Luke, that have got experience of being in and around this area, or up for a championship promotion fight where, again, it's a fat dog fight. Yeah. We've got players that want to cruise and be like, oh yeah, well, I'm the gift of the gap. You're not. And we got to start facing facts. So many of these players, they're just not really, really good quality. They're just not. And I'm so sorry for some people to start hearing this and think that some of these players are still world class. They're not. Pedro Porro is dog shit.
He's a can of tuna,
Vicario is dog shit. Mickey van der Ven, you've got to start asking questions based on his form recently. You've got to start asking questions of Xavi Simons. You've got to start asking questions
but hang on.
of most of these players.
We've been asking, us 3 have been asking questions of Xavi Simons since the Brighton game.
Yeah.
Away, and that was 2-2. And I'm pretty sure that was his 3rd game.
Yeah.
We were like, look, is he really cut out for this?
Yeah, and no. Currently he's not. That's the
Liverpool
thing.
at home got sent off.
The only thing, that makes me not optimistic, because obviously it depends, innit? But
I don't know how you can be optimistic in this situation.
I'm saying for staying up, right, is throughout March we should, based on what we've been told, should start getting some players back, i.e. your Kudus, right?
What did Kudus done in the last 2 months before he got injured?
I'm saying, just for players in general, right? Like, how long was Berger out the whole season, or was he out for 3 months?
I don't know.
No, but hang on a second.
3 months.
You're saying, we should get crucial players back. Igor Tudor, I'm pretty sure midweek or last week, got asked, where is Kulusevski, because he's been out for over a year? Where's Madison? His response is, I don't know. Literally, the geezer from Horrid Henry, I don't know. Mate, he hasn't got a clue. Not a single one of them at our football club have a Scooby-Doo on where anyone is.
Yeah, it's again, the word I keep using, it is outrageous. To be in this position once again, the only other player that's got experience of a relegation fight, and in actual fact actually got sent down, is Maddison.
Yeah.
And Maddison,
he's not even a team.
But from reading Leicester fans when we bought him, he clearly weren't up for the fight. Yeah, so
because that season he had a great season, he knew he was going to get sold.
And that's the thing. There's so many of these players that are looking at this situation, going, well, even if Spurs stay up, I'm out of here in the summer, so I don't really care. And that's exactly what it reeked of for that second goal. They were just like, I don't really care. It is what it is. If we win, great. If we draw, okay. If we lose, so what? Because I'm out of it in the summer. And that cannot be the case. Tottenham Hotspur are paying your wages. The fans are paying big money. I know today, as Luke said, it's a London game, right? So literally, I've spent today maybe a tenner to get there, and 30 quid for the ticket. But we've still got to go to Wolves. We've still got to pay for a train ticket to Sunderland.
Yeah.
We still got to go to Villa. this is big money. I'm still spending from now until the end of the season. I'm still nearly spending all in all nearly £1,000, and I never ever think of money when it comes to football. Never, because I don't want to. I hate to think how much I spend on Tottenham Hotspur and on England games. I never ever think of it, but to actually deep it. All in all, I've got to probably spend between £500 and £1,000 more this season to go and watch Tottenham Hotspur potentially get relegated from players that just do not care if the fans turn up or not, and don't care what league position Tottenham Hotspur finish.
The thing is,
that again, as I said, is absolutely outrageous.
The thing is, is that like I want to say a couple of things here, right? And the first one I'll say is that the players, not the players, the fans today, very clearly still had belief, even at 2-0 down.
Yeah,
we were still singing. Even after 1-0, where an outrageous decision got given, we all stood there and we believed until the very final whistle. We all stood there and all got behind the team. Whether it was right for us to do it or wrong, based on the performance that the players gave, right? Another thing I want to say is, and this is a big thing for me, right? Just a very quick reminder, that Johan Lang and co, I'm just going to pin the blame on him, although a majority of it is on him, they thought that they had done enough in January and there wasn't any need to sign anyone, as they believed there wasn't any available players in the world that would have made a difference to our football inside. He bought Conor Gallagher for 35 million quid to play on the right wing.
Yep.
What?
Yep, and he signed it, and again...
as I said at the time, in the vlog, we signed a 19-year-old kid from Brazil who... is a club signing.
But he's not even starting.
Yeah, exactly.
So again, that's,
when we need
that's
a left back to
another
start.
problem. It's just another problem. Like, again, it's outrageous to say, based on current injuries, the current players that we have, there's no one in world football that can change our season, attacking or defensive wise. It's just from top to bottom, from our board to then all of the medical staff, to the manager and the managers that we've had, and the players, everything in the last, I would say, 2 and a bit seasons has been absolutely god awful. Outside, the one thing that is saving this club from people being absolutely really like livid and done with everything is the fact that we had our Europa League run. Because I think if we went out to Frankfurt, or if we went out to AZ Alkmaar, mate, people would be absolutely finished. Like they'd be done. People wouldn't have renewed this season coming up, and the people that would have renewed, I think people would really start to consider, especially based on how much again Tottenham Hotspur are charging. And presuming, as I said last week, outrageous to presume that we're going to be in the Premier League next season, when, based on our current form in the last 13 games now, we are still bottom.
Yeah.
West Ham are outside the bottom 3 in the last 13 games. And that's why I'm saying West Ham may get out of this. And I don't think we will.
Mate, even Wolves in the last 13 games, I believe, are out of it. Another thing I want to put in there, right, and I mentioned it on the train home, the last time Spurs have lost each of their last 20 Premier League away matches when trailing by 2 goals plus at half time. Right? The last time they actually won from that position on the road was November 2010. 16 years, or just under 16 years ago. And that was when we beat Arsenal 3-2. That is absolutely diabolical and embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. It just goes to show that our recruitment in the last 15 years has been shocking. Right?
I would say since we've moved stadium, our recruitment has been absolutely diabolical.
It has been absolutely embarrassing.
I think between maybe 2013 to 2018, our recruitment on some part was decent. You think about some of the players. You think some of the players that we signed, some of the players that we signed were were the team that went unbeaten at White Hart Lane. It's since we've moved stadium,
but
the
again,
recruitment's just got worse and worse.
No, I disagree with that. You're talking about George, Kevin and Kudu. He was signed before a new stadium. Clinton and G.
Yeah, but then you still got like Ericsson,
like,
you got
honestly,
Ali.
Yeah, cool. Ericsson, yeah, I'm not going to lie. He was, you could argue, a fluke. You signed him in out of the bail money out of, I believe it was like 9 people that got signed that window. And he was the only one. He was diabolical in his first season from memory.
Yeah, but you got to think...
He was terrible.
No, but
Second season he became all right. First season he became unreal.
But you got to think...
I'm sorry, our recruitment has been fucking dreadful.
But you got to think... We signed Vertonghen, we signed all the viral, we see Moussa Dembele. I know Moussa Dembele didn't get off to an amazing start, but Moussa Dembele, Dele Alli, Heung-min Son.
Hang on,
and also
Dele Alli, who fell off a cliff,
We
by the
did
way.
have some good, like we signed some decent rotation players as well. Like
cool, but then I will bring up the fact of attacking players, right? Harry Kane, had he not have come from the academy, we would have been stuck with Roberto Soldado. Danny Welbeck, right? I just want to put it out there, he's an alright player now. But we were looking at Danny Welbeck instead of Harry Kane. Like, I'm sorry, our
I get it. No, I totally get it.
Absolutely diabolical going forward.
No,
it has been absolute shambles. And some of them, as Peter Crouch said in his podcast the other day, honestly, you need to sit there on the sideline and just have it on repeat, like for like 5-10 minutes. Just have a look at yourself. Just have a little time out and have a look at yourself and what you've done over the last couple of years. Has been diabolical.
But I think it got like regressively worse once we moved stadium, but that's all I'll say. Thursday,
the other thing I was saying is when you're talking about like money, like you're saying like 500 to $1,000 left to spend the season. Obviously, like me and Luke are going to Madrid.
Yeah,
that's cost us what? That's what Luke will probably spend like £200.
More than that.
We've
already paid £80 is our hotel each, and then we've also got the flights that were like 80 quid.
Yeah, and it's like then you got like, spending money while you're out there.
That's what, 160, and then you got like spending money and all that sort of stuff. Well over 250, I reckon.
Yeah, and you look here and you're just like, fucking hell, man. Like,
exactly, and this is the problem. The players, the manager, the staff at the club, I don't think they actually fully realise how much commitment, how much money, how much time goes in to us as fans going to these games. I don't think they do.
I don't think the players understand.
A big chunk of my wage goes on going to football and going to Tottenham Hotspur. I know people may say, well, just don't go, and that's a totally different conversation. But the biggest thing is that there's a big chunk of the wage that I get every single month goes to going to football.
Yeah.
And I actually I live and breathe this, and I just for the life of me I cannot carry on with seeing just this. Is absolutely outrageously bad. Our next game is against Crystal Palace at home. Again, it is a must win. That's one of the games that I do believe is one that I think that we could get a point out of, at least a point. We do need points at this stage, because if we don't get points against Palace, who are in really bad form as well as ourselves, is the last game that we did actually win against Crystal Palace.
It goes back to the point of these now, I believe there are 10 left, 10 cup finals, literal cup finals.
I said we had 12, we've lost 2.
Jez, you and I are going out to Madrid, literally as we agreed, we're there for the piss up, mate. We're there for the sun and the booze and the drinks and the vibes.
Yeah.
We're not there for a result. Honestly, could not care less if we go out. Could not care less.
We need a big result against Crystal Palace at home. That is on Thursday. Then we do have a little bit of a rest, and then obviously you guys are going to Atletico Madrid away. Before then we travel up to Liverpool, where once again we're just going to get absolutely turned over there. If you haven't already and you are on YouTube, please make sure you do hit the subscribe button. We are now only 19 subscribers away from our 200 subscriber target. If you are on audio platforms, please do give us a follow as well. Please also on YouTube give us a like or hit the like button. That would be much appreciated. Or if you are on any audio platform, do give us a 5-star review. All our links will be in the description below. But until next Thursday against Crystal Palace, Laters.